Till now we had been solving equations based on only one identity. So let's take this example 25a square minus 4b square plus 28bc minus 49c square. This is a very interesting question where you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 identities here in this equation. So how do we solve it is, first we have to read this equation carefully. Give 1 to 3 seconds reading this equation carefully and then see that you can factorize 25 as 5a whole square, but 5 is not a common factor among any of these, and whole through the equation there is no common factor. So there is no common factor. That is our first step in solving any equation, that we have to find the common factor. So there is no common factor, and when we factorize 25a square independently, we see that 5 is again not a common factor from these three, but at the same time you can see 4, 28 and 49. Here one or other number can be a common factor, plus b and c are written together here. So we can make it that identity number 1 or 2 can be applied here because it's 28bc. So now let's see what is identity number 1. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Similarly, a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square is ID number 2. So you can see 2ab, a and b. So here b and c, bc. So this much study you have to do before you solve this question. Now you factorize this, then take out the minus from here and then factorize the other three identities. So 4b square will be 2b whole square, then leave the middle part. So since you are taking the minus out, this can be written as minus, the middle part can be written as minus, minus will be plus when we open the bracket. So at present we are leaving the middle part. Then since this is a minus, so when you are taking the minus out, it will be plus. So 49, the factor of 49 will be 7 square, so 7c whole square, and then close the bracket. Now let's work on this middle part. So when we go with this 2ab, so we will write 2 into 7 bc. So 2 2s are 4 and 4 7s are 28. So here we got this equation matching with identity number 2. So what we'll do is, we will keep this 5a square as is, then solve whatever is there inside the bracket, as since we'll consider this as a square minus 2ab plus b square. So before solving, if you want to be clear, then you can write a square equal to b square equal to, and what is a and what is b. Okay, so what is a square? A square is 2b square. So these all 4 are taken from this identity: a, b, a square, b square, and then ab. So a square is 2b whole square, b square is 7c whole square, then a is what? 2b, and b is 7c. Now based on this, so you will write that referring to identity this, so you will write here in, maybe you can write it in a note, that refer to ID where a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So you can write it as a note here and then solve it. So this will be a square minus 2ab plus b square. So how will you write it as? In the form of a minus b whole square. So what is a? A is 2b. What is b here? B will be minus 7c minus b square, b whole square. So b is minus 7c minus 7c whole square. So till here we have solved this equation through identity number 2. Now we will take the next step where we have to understand that this has become an identity referred as a square minus b square. So here you can consider this as a and this whole number as b. So if you write a square is equal to 5a whole square, b square is equal to 2b minus 7c whole square. So the identity number 4, which says that a square minus b square is equal to a plus b and a minus b. So this is matching with identity number 4 now. So this equation now further can be solved with the help of identity number 4. So you will write refer to identity a square minus b square equal to a plus b, a minus b. So after this you will write this equation becomes, and you will write here also that a square is this, b square is this. Now a plus b. So what is a and what is b? So similarly what we did here, a square, b square, ab. We'll find these values in your rough column, or maybe you can write a small note in a box with the question. So what is a here? 5a. And what is b here? 2b minus 7c. So now it's simple. You will write a square minus b square, a square minus b square equal to a plus b. A 5a plus b 2b minus 7c multiplied by a minus b. So a is 5a, and then when you make it minus, it will be minus 2b plus 7c. So this will be your answer, where you have taken help of this and this identity. So what is the first process? That was, first you think that is there any common factor. First you have to notice, okay, there are 4 identities here. So I will have to use the help of, take the help of more than one identity. Okay, because in any identity there are only 3 variables. So here there are 4. So first thing is that you will observe it, then try to take out the common factor, then further factorize it. Factorize whatever way you can. So we have factorized 25, then 2, and then try to analyze that which identity where will you be able to use. So here we found that this equation can be solved using identity number 2, where we took out a square, b square, a and b, and then solved it. And after we have reached this stage, then we have to again study that taking the help of identity number 4, that is a square minus b square, you can consider this as a square and this as b square. So you'll again write so that you do not make any mistake. A square, b square, the value of a square will be 5a square, 5a whole square, and then similarly the value of b square will be 2b minus 7c whole square. And from this you will take out the value of a and b, because you will need the value of a and b here. And referring to the identity, you have to write this, that referring to this identity I am solving it, and then a plus b. So this is a and this is b. This is a and this is b. A plus b, a minus b. This is with the help of identity number 4. So more you practice, more you will be able to identify that which identity will be used where. I hope you enjoyed it and keep practicing.